comparing the architecture of the Delhi Sultans and the Mughal dynasty. Medieval age in India was a glorious period for architecture. Great strides were made during the reign of the Delhi Sultans and the Mughals. Let's compare the two. The Delhi Sultans. Architecture during the time of the Delhi Sultans saw an amalgamation of Indian and Iranian styles. One reason for this is that earlier Hindu temples were converted into mosques either by altering them or demolishing them to reuse the materials. Secondly, Indian craftsmen were employed, which led them to leave an Indian imprint on the architecture. The Delhi Sultans believed in using good quality stones with various colors like red, light black, as also yellow marble. In contrast to the Hindu temples, which used pillars to support the roofs, arches and domes were used to beautify as well as support the building. Since in Islamic culture anthropomorphic carvings were forbidden, this period saw a rise in geometrical designs as well as carvings of flowers and trees. Quranic ayats were inscribed for azam. Minarets were added to the sides of the building. Let's take a look at some of the famous monuments of this era. The Qutub Minar. The Qutub Minar has been one of the strongest and oldest witnesses of history. Built as a victory tower to commemorate the victory of Muhammad Ghori, it was erected by Qutbuddin Aibak and Iltutmish. The Qutub Minar is a shining example of Afghan architecture. Standing at 72.5 meters with 5 stories, it's undoubtedly the highest tower in India. Its first 3 stories are made of red sandstone, whereas the upper 2 are made of marble. Verses of the Quran are inscribed in Arabic and Nagari script. The Quwwatul Islam Mosque. It was the first mosque to be built in Delhi after the Islamic conquest over the rubles of 27 Hindu and Jain temples. It was built by Qutbuddin Aibak and its name translates as the might of Islam. The Siri Fort. Built during the reign of Alauddin Khilji as a defense against the Mongol invasion, it has the most haunting and eerie legend accompanying it. It's said that Khilji named the fort Siri as its foundation was built on the severed heads of about 8,000 vanquished Mongol soldiers. It goes down in history as the first city in India to be built by a Muslim ruler. Notable is its palace of 1,000 pillars called Hazar Sultan. In its glory, it had white marble flooring and 7 gates studded with precious stones. Architectural features of the Mughal dynasty. Architecture got more elaborate during the reign of the Mughals. There was a conscious development during the reign of Akbar, which reached its peak at the time of Shah Jahan and saw a decline during the period of Aurangzeb. Mughal architecture was a mixture of Persian, Turkish, Iranian, Central Asia, and Indian styles. There were monumental buildings surrounded by gardens on all 4 sides. These buildings had large onion bulbous domes surrounded sometimes by smaller domes. The Humayun's tomb in Delhi saw the birth of the double dome. The Persian double dome signifies the heavenward elevation of the soul. White marble and red sandstone were favored materials. The white stone was a symbol of Brahmins, whereas the red sandstone signified the Kshatriyas. Use of these 2 colors helped the Mughals to identify with the 2 ruling castes of the Indian society. Beautiful marble inlay work called Pietra Dura or Pachikari and the lattice style of Jali were significant additions. Imposing gateways and gardens were a hallmark. Let's look at a few memorable monuments. The Taj Mahal. No mention of the Mughal architecture is complete without the Taj Mahal, a 145 tall dome marble mausoleum. It was built by Shah Jahan in memory of his wife Mumtaz Mahal. It is an example of perfect symmetry. The numerological significance of the number 4 is throughout the Taj Mahal. There are 4 small domes surrounding the main dome. further surrounded by 4 minarets, and the garden is divided into 4 parts by 4 canals. The tomb is designed using 4 octagons, on which the central dome is placed. The minarets, though appearing straight, lean outwards, creating an optical illusion which makes the Taj Mahal look large from far and small from near. This also protects the central domes from the minarets in case of earthquakes. The white marble inlay work of precious stones is unparalleled. The Itmadul Dawla. This highly ornate edifice is considered to be the inspiration behind Taj Mahal. It is the tomb of Itmadul Dawla, the father of Noor Jahan. The first tomb in India to be built entirely in white marble, the tomb resembles a jewel box set in a garden on the banks of Yamuna. Its stone inlay work and jali design are stunning. The Akbar's tomb. Akbar was so fond of architecture that he started building his tomb during his lifetime. It's based on Hindu, Islamic, Buddhist, and Jain architecture. A 5-story monument, it's built in the shape of a pyramid. There are 4 gateways to the tomb, which only the southern gateway is used to enter. Large and imposing with 4 minarets, it's made of red sandstone with beautiful white marble inlay work. Thank you for watching, made by Sharvi Pathak.